on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football.
Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up and keep to the fun. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking the junk. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my bro, so what are we lacking? I can point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
21. What is it?
First carry here for Omarion Hampton. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Set.
Another run here with Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard.
Hey, go lion. Ready?
Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He looks forward for maybe a yard. It was Odafe Oweh to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some completions. Settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. But this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's to the rookie 2nd-round pick, Trey Harris. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd
from the 21.
3.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down. Do we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal. They'll run with Hampton. Marked down at the 6.
The 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Set. Ready.
One more time with Hampton. And he kicks out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Steelers nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he runs past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 32.
A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 32 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
A carry here for Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 24 now, here is second and 8.
26. Back north. Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
58. 26. Jump out.
From the gun, Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 41 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
319.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 15-yard line.
Second and a yard.
Set. Ready.
Now, Herbert. Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Rodgers on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. A run up the middle with Warren. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That one knocked away. That's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Mike, you can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it, breaking it up.
Second and 10. On second down, Warren. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Chargers take over.
Another 3 tight ends here on first and 10. A give, and here comes Hampton. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
So, from the 37, here's second and 2. To throw, it's Herbert, firing downfield for Conklin. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20. out of the gun with Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Rodgers now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Rodgers. Flushed to his right. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. They run with Warren. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Elijah Molden who took him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's a 2nd and 6. Austin brought in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he gets this up close to the 40. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
A gain of 4. It's now
They'll go again with Hampton. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Run! Set. 380. Run! Set.
Here's Herbert. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 65 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Austin brought in motion. 1st down for Aaron. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now a give to Warren, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And no return here. This is a touchback. Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Austin brought in motion. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Steeler first down.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed, but it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Run! Hey, Ram. Set. Delta. Hey, Ray. Set.
Herbert now on first down. His throw left side is complete. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
10 yards on the play. And the Chargers first down.
On the handoff, Hampton heading right. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Set. 380.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move the change. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
This one complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Run! Hey, easy. We'll go. Let's go. 380. Run! Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he into the end zone. What a response! Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Steelers 16, Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Warren. He'll push forward for about a yard. Troy Dye there to make the tackle.
37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Once again, it's Warren. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Third down, they need 5.
Hey, 626. Jump out.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Herbert. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Lion. Go.
Herbert to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Deshaun Hand in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Austin brought in motion. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hit hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. He finds Austin with the grab. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line.
Set. Delta, set. Ready.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's hard. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 50 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Let's go. Delta, set.
Now Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey, ram. Let's go. Go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 37.
A big one here in the fourth quarter. 37 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Set.
Vidal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Remember, a field goal takes the lead, but 1st and goal, you're thinking touchdown. You can't lose yards on 1st down. It completely changes your approach now on a goal-to-go situation. Give credit to the defense.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
It is 3rd and goal.
Baylor Tiger.
Now it's Herbert. Pushed out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This is 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. A first down throw from Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Second down, Rodgers. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up fourth down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Number 50, hey, you block over 26. Hey, 88.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Brings up second.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Brings up third and 10.
Third and 9.
Hey, Ram.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Here's first and 10. Rodgers now. Here's a screen set up for one.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now, a big third down. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Warren. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. We'll see how they want to play this. It's third down.
319.
They'll stick to the ground. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This one went all the way down to the wire. The late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, they may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory on the game's final play. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from SoFi.